From Flushing, Queens, baseball from the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Chicago Cubs. Murray Leefer comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Murray Leefer.
And that's in there for strike one. EK, one-year-old ball clubs. The Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
But they are in for a tough test here this afternoon as they are facing one of the best pitchers around. But the way they've been playing lately, I don't think they're going to be too fazed by it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Rizzo is there for it. And that's the first out of the inning. Time now to take a look at Terry Collins' Mets starting lineup in this one. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He's been crushing the ball lately, hitting over 450 in the last 10 games. He's doing a great job of going with what he's given. He's making them pay when it's a mistake pitch.
Hey, all right, here we go now.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Big swing and a miss at the knuckler, and now there are 2 gone. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, Anthony Rizzo is really the centerpiece for this Cubs ball club. Offensively, we know what he does. But defensively, he really holds this infield together. Very fluid over at first base, good soft hands, and has a good throwing arm as well.
And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, Earl is a well-liked umpire all around baseball by both pitchers and hitters. The reason for that, he's consistent, and his zone is kind of what you hope for.
1 and 2's the count.
Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1 and 2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
Well, when it's warm like this, you really have to keep the ball down. Try to keep guys from hitting it in the air because it will absolutely carry. That's 2 pitches in a row that were elevated.
Tapper up the line. And he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Jorge Soler will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, I'll tell you what, I have him in my lineup every day. He's had 8 RBIs over his last 10 games. Yesterday was just a little bit of an off day for him.
A 1 pitch on its way. There he goes. Pitch is high. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And a curveball by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mets turned away here in the first. We'll head to the second at Citi Field. Wilmer Flores will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Into the windup and the pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory.
Heads up.
1 away. Lucas Duda will stand in now. Certainly a dangerous hitter as he ranks number 2 in the National League in home runs.
Well, and that's exactly what you want from your corner infielders. You gotta love having those big boys down the lines that drive the ball out of the yard.
Hey, come on, guys.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now. That's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
2 balls,
no
1
offer
strike.
on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Travis d'Arnaud is on deck. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4. Travis d'Arnaud takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Too high. 1-2.
A good high fastball.
1-2's the count.
Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Hey, we got one here.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Hey, we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Take your base.
And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away. Jason Rogers will stand in hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
Yeah, and with 2 on now following the walk, he needed to jump ahead of the next guy, so that's a good way to start out.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Hey, the plate's at 2. Let's roll that, Paul.
Swing and a liner. Foul. And another foul ball. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he lays off the pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Ready now with the payoff pitch. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here. Jacob deGrom gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate.
Put him away. Give him your best pitch right here. Here you go now.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon. Some fans still trickling into the ballpark as we get you set for the top of inning number 3. Striding into the box, Darren James. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up
First
there.
pitch coming. Here it is. Got him to go up
Zero
the
balls,
ladder
one
there for
strike.
strike 1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
0-2.
And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, he was out front right there, probably guessing fastball. But now, 0-2, you can't be guessing anymore. You got to find something in the strike zone and put it in play.
Come on.
Barehanded
come
on the
Got
hop.
it.
He's out.
Woo, no problem.
Murray Leefer digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And, guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
The 0-1 delivery. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. And one gone now in the New York third.
Fielder number 32.
Michael Conforto is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Around first, heading for second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the 1-out double. As we check out the top Mets in that department, you can currently see he's third best on the ball club.
Yeah, he's definitely one of their guys offensively. Does a nice job of finding gaps and getting into scoring position.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he misses with it, 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The knuckleballs is out pitch, but it misses 2-2.
Gotta hold him right here. Let's go.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Yeah, and that turns out to be a nice little play there behind the plate. They get the swing through for strike 3, but then he's got to get the out over there at first base and make sure that nobody else advances. And he's able to accomplish both of those tasks.
Jorge Soler is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Hey, 2-way now.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More. Wilmer Flores is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And that's dead center for strike 1.
Well, he gets ahead of another hitter there, and I'm told he's thrown a first pitch strike to around 90% of the batters he's faced so far, and that's pretty amazing.
That's over, but
down.
low.
That's
It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, come on now. Here we go.
Looked like he was
1
on
and
that
2's
one,
the
but
count.
it's 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2 pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Lucas Duda will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. Here comes the first pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Yeah, you got to be careful there after that leadoff single. You don't want to hit a guy here and really let him get something started.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, let's isolate this release here. You can see he's got an easy motion, easy delivery, and boom, then he runs his pitch up there pretty darn quick.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Tough pitch right there. That's 96 in on the hands. You just got to let that one go.
1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
It's just so hard to sit curveball when the pitch before is 96. It's almost something where you sit on one pitch because you can't cover both of them.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, right now he is just carving them up, dare I say, like a Thanksgiving turkey. That's 7 strikeouts already, and he's made it look easy so far.
Jason Rogers comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
Hey, come on now.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
Now a curveball's in there. 1-2 now.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
And that's out. Tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 4 full, and we are tied nothing. Jacob deGrom will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. You know, maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless so far.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 1-2, here it comes. Hit hard towards center, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Murray Leefer will stand in now, hoping to get on top of one for a change. He's popped out in successive plate appearances. In there, strike 1.
Hey, nobody out now.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Well, when you have the kind of fastball he does, you almost don't have to worry about location. I mean, that thing's tough to hit wherever you put it.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
And with some of these guys, it's like they're in an 0-2 count before they even come to the plate.
Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out.
Well, not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. If he keeps throwing the way he is,
He can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
A.J. Pollock is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now. Jorge Soler will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. DK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have two strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first two times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Fastball is looked at for strike two.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. Goes to third with it, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. No runs, 5 hits, and no... Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. Darren James will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Backhanded. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
Wilmer Flores will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Out in front of it, strike 1.
Hey, let's go right here.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Now.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Now a curveball stays inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Under it is Rizzo. 1 away.
22.
Lucas Duda stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
2-1 inside and low, 2-1. To 2-2 now.
2-2. And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3.
Have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make them work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out. Travis d'Arnaud ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
Jason Rogers will have another go. He struck out looking his last time.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
A fastball here too low. It's 1-0. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose.
Ball.
Just missing here,
2-0.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
3-0.
3-0 now.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
Yeah.
And, ooh, might have thought it was high, but it's a strike. 3-2 now. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Mets strand one. We are still scoreless. Jacob deGrom will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Hey, come on, guys.
Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it.
That's fine.
He's got it one away. Murray Leefer will stand in for the fourth time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far. They've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
1-1.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. Michael Conforto gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
Here we go, guys. Let's go.
That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3, and this is still a 0. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.